Hey, what's going on, guys? This is Chubstuff from Quick Brick Games, and today we're going to be talking about LEGO Star Wars The Skywalker Saga. So lately, as many of you know, there has not been much information released about this game. We haven't really gotten any trailers, there hasn't been any gameplay, nothing like that, no really news since E3 2019 when they originally announced the game. And I'm thinking that might be changing possibly tomorrow, because if you don't know, Microsoft's having their big X019 event in London, England. It's going to be on November 14th at 3 p.m. Eastern Time, so you can figure out when that is in your time zone. But this they really seem to be hyping it up, and I think it could be a place where we get LEGO Star Wars The Skywalker Saga information, because if you remember, back at E3 this year, they actually revealed the game at Microsoft's press conference. So I'm kind of thinking that Microsoft and TT Games have some sort of partnership deal. Maybe they've agreed to promote the game on Xbox mainly. Of course, the game is going to be on PlayStation 4, don't worry. It's going to be on PC, it's going to be on Switch, so it's going to be on everything, but they might just be marketing it more towards the Xbox to get you to buy Xbox, because they're doing sort of the same thing with Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order, if you don't know. So if you watch any trailer for Jedi Fallen Order, they always promote it on the Xbox despite it being available, on the PlayStation 4 and the PC. So I think they might be doing something similar with the Skywalker Saga based on what they did at E3. So I'm thinking there's a chance that the game could show up tomorrow at X019, because this is essentially like an E3, almost I would say almost the level of E3 for Microsoft tomorrow. So we're going to get lots of announcements. I think they said there's going to be like 24 game announcements or something like that. So there's going to be plenty of stuff to see at this event, and I'm thinking Skywalker Saga might show up. And then I also want to talk about in this video, maybe the reason why we haven't gotten any information since E3, because we've pretty much gotten nothing. There was a few screenshots that came out, I think during E3 or shortly after, and then we got a few developer interviews giving us a little bit more information about this game, but there really hasn't been anything. And I think the reason for that is they really don't need to be promoting this game right now. Marketing the game, coming out with trailers and stuff like that costs money, and they really don't need to be doing that, because the game's not coming out until 2020. And I'm going to go ahead and make a prediction right now. I don't think it's going to be coming out until maybe June, late June 2020, possibly July. Because if you look back at 2015, that was when they announced LEGO Star Wars The Force Awakens video game, and they announced that for 2016, and that didn't end up coming out until like late June. I think it was like June 28th or something like that. So they could wait until halfway into 2020 until we get this game. So there's plenty of time for them to market this game. All throughout 2020 they could be coming out with trailers and stuff like that. So it's kind of too early to release a bunch of trailers and stuff like that, and kind of too early to be for them to be spending money on the game, promoting it. So I think that's probably the main reason why they're not promoting the game right now. They have plenty of time to develop for it, they have plenty of time to market it, they just don't need to be spending money doing it right now. And also, this game seems to be taking longer than any other LEGO game, and that's because they've told us that it's going to be running on a brand new engine. So I guess every LEGO game since the 2005 game has essentially been running on the same game engine. I think they heavily modified it back in 2011 when they started releasing LEGO Star Wars 3, The Clone Wars, and Pirates of the Caribbean, and games like that. But since then, it's pretty much been the same thing that they've been making their games on. But now they're completely revamping everything. This new engine's probably going to be the LEGO engine that sets up for next gen. So we're going to have the new engine on Skywalker Saga, and then whatever games come out on the next gen consoles, they're all going to be running on this new LEGO game engine. So this game is taking longer to develop because they have to do all that. And then this game's supposed to have some famous voice actors in it, at least big voice actors from Lucasfilm that have voiced the Star Wars characters before. I don't know if it's going to be the actual actors from the movie, but there are going to be some sound-alike voice actors at the very least that have officially been used by Lucasfilm in different games and whatnot. And then they've said that this is the biggest and most ambitious LEGO game ever created. It's covering all 9 movies. It's going to have over 200 characters. It's going to have 45 levels plus a bunch of stuff to do in between the levels. It's going to have a bunch of different hub worlds. All the planets, every planet that you see in Star Wars in any of the 9 movies. It's going to be available in this game, which is crazy. And then on top of that, we're not even sure if they can develop the Episode 9 portions of the game yet, because back at E3 they said TT Games knew nothing about Episode 9, so maybe they have to wait for the movie to actually come out until they know what happened in the movie, so then they can start developing the game and developing the levels around that. So who knows, they may have not even started on the Episode 9 portion, so that could be delaying the game a bit, because there's kind of a portion of the game that they can't even work on yet. So yeah, I think that's why there hasn't been much information. Don't worry, I've seen people say that the game is being delayed till 2021, which I think is complete nonsense. There's no signs of that at all. They just don't need to say anything about the game yet, if that makes sense. But anyway, that's going to be it for this video. Be sure to like the video if you enjoyed it. Do you agree with me? Do you think the game is not delayed? It's just they just don't need to market it yet, and they've got plenty of time to do that. Or do you think, you know, man, maybe this game's having development trouble. Maybe it will get delayed. I don't know. I don't really think that. Subscribe to be notified right when new LEGO videos come out. We're going to be talking about anything that comes out of X019 about this game, if it does come out. Again, I don't know for sure, but we'll see. And yeah, that's going to be it. I'll see you guys later.